I am back, dudes. So this is about those documents that Tulsi Gabbard just released, and I think I want to bring some light to it. This is going to be a pretty quick video. Obviously, the documents that we wanted are still not released, so that's a little bit of an issue. But I'm glad that they're still releasing stuff like this. It's crazy that Tulsi Gabbard, so she ran for president. Shit, was it like the first or second time that I think it was the second time that Obama was going to be president? She's a Democrat, and while she was on stage and like campaigning and all that shit, the Democrats were calling her a Russian asset, which is crazy because they always use Russia as this like crazy boogeyman. Democrats and Republicans alike, because a lot of them are older, so they have that mindset of Cold War, Russia is so fucking scary. Honestly, I don't want to have problems with Russia. I think yes, their government is questionable, but I mean, so is ours. I mean, when you look into it, we're involved in like everything around the world. And we're constantly blowing up people and like blowing shit up and killing brown people essentially like across the world and shit. So, like to use Russia as this like scapegoat of like, they're the boogeyman all the time. I'm fucking over it. I'm all that old thinking of like, yes, okay, Putin is not the best dude. It's questionable, but also that's what we're being told. Um, I've met Russian people that live here in the U.S. They're pretty cool. I've met Serbian people. Anybody from the Eastern Bloc, they tend to be cool people. I mean, yeah, they live here in America, so you have to assimilate a little bit, but still, they're not. I've never met like a Russian or Ukrainian, and like it's weird, but I have met these people that live here in Colorado, especially in Denver. There's like a lot of Russians up there, but any of these people from these Eastern Bloc, former Soviet Union countries, they're pretty cool, and I don't think they're as scary as our government likes to make them seem. They seem pretty. They're chill bros, dude. So, um, yeah, they called her a Russian asset, and they were trying to say that she's controlled by like the Kremlin and Moscow and all that shit. And it's like, I just don't think maybe it does go that deep. Who knows? I mean, we truly don't know because we're all on the outside. We're not super powerful and rich and elite, but I highly doubt it. I mean, she served in the military and shit. I think she was a colonel, which is pretty fucking high ranking in the army. Um, and she's a woman and she's very attractive. So maybe they were like, they were intimidated by her looks and her military service and shit like that. Because that's not really the Democrats' thing. They're not really big on like being like considered like strong, if that makes sense. I'm not trying to make anybody that's Democrat. I'm not trying to disparage them, even though I think their party's an absolute mess. While I also agree that the Republican Party's a mess too, I just think the Democrats do not project authority and being strong and shit like that. You know what I mean? So she released these documents, and it has a lot to do. I'll get in with it. I'll get into it more with like Chat GBT, but like I said, this is going to be pretty short. I do want to say this. This still doesn't. I'm glad this shit came out, but we still need the Epstein docs lists, and I think Trump, all his gaslighting and all that shit that he's done, even if whatever they're about to release, it's supposed to come out today. We still haven't seen anything, but I think whatever they release, no matter what it is, people aren't going to accept it because of all the previous gaslighting for the last week. And it's not gonna. People are not gonna accept it, no matter what we get. So that's Trump kind of fucked himself on that. So I don't know. Hopefully we get something good out of that, and I hope Trump just. I want him to do good. I was talking to my buddy at work. Uh, if you're listening, shout out to you, dude. I'm glad that we could talk about this stuff. kind of between each other at work, without getting crazy, because I know you just don't really bring politics into work, but it's good to hear other people and see their perspective about it, and it's nice to hear. It's refreshing. So yes, if you're watching, dude, thanks for those. Thanks for the sub, and hopefully you like this one. I'm just gonna break it down a little. I use ChatGPT to kind of like give us more information about it, but let's watch this video. This is just from Fox. It's just gonna be a video, and then I'm gonna read ChatGPT, and then discuss it either in the comments or follow the Glutton for Liberty page and message me or whatever. Like, we could talk about it and stuff. So here it goes.
This is the Will Cain Show, and we begin with a breaking news alert. Fox News Digital exclusively reporting that the Obama administration manufactured and politicized intelligence to create a narrative that the Kremlin was trying to influence the 2016.
So this is already known. If you pay attention to this stuff, you already knew this. The Russia thing was a hoax. The Steele dossier, the Mueller report, I think, was part of it. And it was all created by Hillary. That we knew that it was definitely created by Hillary and the intelligence agency. That's why people wanted the FBI and the CIA to be dismantled, because they were complicit in creating false narratives to sway the election and shit, which should be illegal. I don't know why any of these people aren't in fucking jail. So, sorry, I'm going to just keep talking through all this stuff.
Presidential election. This is the origins of Russia. Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard has just declassified today these documents, laying out this timeline. Prior to 2016 and the election, officials from across the intelligence community assessed Russia lacked the intent and capability to hack U.S. elections. After President Trump's 2016 victory, early intel assessments proved that there was no foreign manipulation. Now, officials tell Fox that intelligence was then manufactured and politicized to be used as the basis for the year-long Mueller probe. The documents state, quote, hours before the December 8th, 2016 PDB was due to be published, a senior intelligence official abruptly pulled it from the president's briefing book. It was never published. The next day, on December 9th, 2016, the Obama White House convened in a classified NSC meeting with top administration officials to discuss Russia. Following the meeting, an email was then sent from then DNI Clapper's executive assistant to the intelligence community officials with the subject line, POTUS tasking on Russia election meddling. Within hours, the intelligence community made a 180-degree pivot and started drafting an intelligence community assessment that directly contradicted assessments from the previous 6 months, manufacturing and amplifying the Russia hoax narrative. This is what DNI Director Gabbard is saying today. There was a treasonous conspiracy in 2016 committed by officials at the highest level of our government. We'll continue to break down the bombshell as it develops. Hey, it's Will Cain.
Yeah. So, I mean, that sounds all good, but like, we've had tons of bombshell stuff like happen all the time. I mean, there's crazy stuff like fraud and abuse and all this shit, dude. Like, nobody ever gets arrested. It's always like low level, but like the people at the very top, like if there ever is people like that get charged with this stuff, it's always like low level, like people way low on the totem pole. So I would like to see some big names actually go to fucking jail. Like people that you see on the news and you hear their name and stuff like that. I want to see them. I want to see people punished for this. I mean, because if we did shit like this, we go to prison or whatever. Like you get locked away forever. And, we're like, when you look at like England, I know it's kind of a weird comparison, but like they can't even share memes. Like they'll go to your house at like 2 a.m. because you shared a meme, and they'll like charge you with it's not online bullying, but it's like kind of something similar. You know what I mean? It's fucking stupid as fuck. But let's go through the Chat GPT of it. So let's see here. What Tulsi Gabbard released? Declassified intelligence documents totaling over 100 pages, including emails, internal memos, and intelligence community assessments from September to December 2016. These show that the Obama-era IC, the intelligence community, initially concluded Russia likely did not attempt to cyber influence the 2016 election. But after a September 9, 2016 White House meeting, including Obama, Brennan, Clapper, Rice, McCabe, and others, a new assessment was ordered. This led to the January 6, 2017 report finding Russian interference, which we know now is bullshit. Which is crazy because was it during Trump's term or was it during the Biden term? They found like all that shit. I think it was during Biden. They found that like it was all bullshit. Like they investigated it partially. The Republicans were trying to, and they found that it was all made up bullshit. But like nobody went to prison, especially Hillary Clinton, dude. Like she's at the bottom of all. She's a bad person. She is fucking straight evil, dude. Her and fucking Bill Clinton. So Gabbard now calls this a treasonous conspiracy, suggesting top officials manufactured the intelligence to undermine Trump's win, which is absolutely true. So you could tell they were doing it. I mean, even during this last election, they went so far as trying to kill him. And I know that the two assassination attempts, they were definitely. I mean, like we didn't hear anything about James Crook and then the other guy in Florida. After they were like so the guy in Pennsylvania, they capped him, but the guy in Florida, he lived, and then he said like they were paying him or some shit, and he wanted like RPG, like all kinds of shit. But then there's like, and then it just kind of stopped after that, and we didn't hear anything else about it. Like James Crook, dude, like his apartment was totally scrubbed. He didn't even have any silverware in his where he lived at. So like I don't even know why Trump hasn't called for like more of an investigation into that, like where we need to release all the files on him too, because I would like to see that shit. Like why was he able to do that? So I think we need more transparency on that shit too. Assassination attempt, that's very serious. Sorry, the Tigers are playing the Texas Rangers, dude. It's like old times. I'm watching baseball and trying to do a video. Anyways, she has reportedly forwarded the documents to the Department of Justice, urging investigations and prosecutions of Barack Obama, James Clapper, John Brennan, James Comey, and others. They should absolutely charge these people because they did that to Trump. I mean, they even they took his mugshot, dude, while he was campaigning, and it was good for his career for sure. Because that kind of got me fired up to vote for him. But they need to charge these people. We need to show that these people can be held accountable, and that's what part of the Epstein thing is. We want it to be known that you're not above the law. No matter how rich you are, influential or powerful, you can still bleed like the rest of us. You know what I mean? So that's what we're missing on stuff like this. Here's the key implications. Political polarization. Gabbard's move is aligned closely with Trump-aligned narratives, deepening partisan divisions. Democrats have denounced the claims as reckless. Rep. Jim Himes pointed to bipartisan Senate findings that support Russian interference. Legal ramifications. DOJ review could be initiated, but prosecutions against former presidents and intelligence chiefs are historically unprecedented and face major political and legal hurdles. They did it to Trump. Do it to them. They need to start. Republicans need to grow a fucking pair, dude. I mean, they've been a bunch of pussies, just letting the Democrats do whatever the fuck they want, and charging people and investigations and all these committees and all this shit. It's all taxpayer funded, too. By the way, and so anytime somebody says, "Oh, well, it's funded by the government," it's funded by us. So like. We are entitled. These are the things that we want. We pay for it. We elect you. Give it to us. This is what you're elected for. So DNI credibility and IC intelligence community relationships. Gabbard has already been criticized by Senate Intelligence Committee Vice Chair Mark Warner for undermining U.S. intelligence credibility and damaging alliances within the Five Eyes network. I don't even know what that is. Five Eyes network? That sounds satanic. Well, Six Eyes, I guess, would be satanic. Institutional fallout. This release marks a sharp escalation in politicizing ICA business. It could spur retaliatory declassifications of further. Dude, release it all. I don't care. Like, if these people are bad, just release the shit. If we, like, what's so retaliatory about releasing, like, bad, like, people doing bad shit? We want people held accountable. That's what the American people voted for. That's what we thought Trump was going to do. He's been doing good, but, you know, the Epstein thing makes him look suspicious, the way he's been, like, trying to brush it off. Apparently, we're going to get documents. I still haven't seen anything all day about it. I probably at the time of recording this, they probably released something. It's 8:23 p.m., so maybe. They waited all fucking day, though. It's Friday. They do that when they fire somebody. They fire somebody on, like, Friday, like, at the end of the day if they can. So then they can't, like, you know, retaliate during the week or something like that. I think that's what they do. So this could spur retaliatory declassifications or further DOJ action and may deepen mistrust between political factions and the intelligence apparatus. I really don't care. Who cares? Fuck them all. Burn it down, dude. I mean, I want our people held accountable, the people that are elected. Public trust and historical narrative. These documents may fuel conspiracy-minded narratives and erode trust in the integrity of U.S. intelligence. But context matters. The documents confirm earlier pre-election assessments, not any conclusive proof of doctored intelligence. Critics argue it misreads standard IC procedures, responding to emerging threats. The bottom line here is Gabbard's release today ramps up a high-stakes political conflict over the origins of the 2016 Russia narrative, which was bullshit. We already know it was bullshit. Like, they already told us. Jeez, my fucking camera likes to unfocus. Rather than settling the debate, it's likely to intensify partisan battles, challenge DOJ to respond, and put U.S. intelligence credibility under scrutiny. Good. Both at home and among international allies. Good. I mean, what the fuck? Oh my God, they're going to be held accountable. Would you like a deeper analysis of the legal? Okay, this is just ChatGPT. Like, do you want more stuff? So, yep, that's all I have. Short video. I know I've been like harping on Israel and Epstein a lot. If you guys, you know, if you watch the YouTube channel and listen to the podcast, I don't want to talk about Israel and the Jews all the time. That's not what I want to talk about. But again, I'm clarifying that they just happen to be at the center of like really big things happening. So once we get more stuff going on, we'll talk about it more. But we're supposed to record the podcast. It's Friday today. We're going to record it tomorrow, hopefully, when I get off work. And we'll have an episode for you Sunday. And we'll go over this a little bit more because I want to hear Caleb's perspective on it. And then, obviously, we got to talk a little bit about Epstein, but we'll have some other stuff for you. There hasn't been a lot going on other than just like the main, you know, Epstein. And this is pretty big, so maybe we'll get some more information tomorrow. And also the Epstein file releases. So we'll go over that too, which probably, you know, I'm kind of more in the camp of it's probably going to be bullshit. So, yeah, if you guys like this, like, comment, subscribe, share it if you can. Start a discussion. Let's talk about it. And follow the Glutton for Liberty Instagram page, at Glutton for Liberty. The links are going to be in the description. And also follow Caleb's gaming channel. He's been going pretty hard over there, playing a lot of different horror games and stuff like that. So that's Siphon My GooTube. And yeah, we'll catch you another one. And look out for the next episode of the Glutton for Liberty podcast. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Peace.